YouTube, what's going on? Back in the building for another Summoners War Chronicles live stream. Doing day 19 of the daily grinds. Look at me. I'm orange. What's going on? Technology. It's a funny looking thing, isn't it? Try and fix that a little bit. Drop it there. Silly webcam. That's looking a little better. But here we are for another episode. And TGIF, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy end of the week for those on a Monday through Friday schedule. Hope you get to enjoy the weekend. Boy Buddha is just going to be doing his regular routine as a professional simp house husband. A couple things I'll probably try and work on behind the scenes. I don't know if I'll do anything for the channel necessarily, but we get the game audio on. Give ourselves some background noise so it's not just dead silence. Let's go ahead and check our exploration squad. We are very close to level 6 on our alchemy promotions. So this should hopefully push us over the edge, but we're about to find out. I did actually want to do something before we get into the nitty-gritty of today's live stream. Except this, I was working on some Trial of Ascension yesterday. You can see push floor 170, got 30 more to go. Shouldn't be too bad. But there was a notification when I logged in this morning of Com2Us pushing a content creator's video in the actual news. Now we know they do their live streams. I've seen these faces before, but I always knew Sean B as a Sky Arena player, but clearly he is in contract with Com2Us, or else he wouldn't be making one-off Chronicles videos and then them pushing the video in the actual game client. So I kind of want to just check it out and see what kind of information is being put out there officially by Com2Us using a content creator. And because I want to make videos like that as well. This is on the actual Summoners War Chronicles channel, which has 210,000 subscribers. So, but only 4,000 videos. Cody, the grind continues. We're going to check out this video here. It did come out. This came out 3 weeks ago and they just pushed it now? They just pushed it now. What's going on? What's happening? What is wrong? There's got to be a reason why you guys can't actually see what I'm seeing. And that's because I didn't let you. So blame your boy Buddha. Put the blame on me. So there we go. And I want to actually fit it to the screen. There we go. Interesting. What's up, John? We're here. I wanted to check out this video because I actually didn't watch it clearly. And they just advertised it today. Bond's Greed back at it again. We're going to check out this video and just see what kinds of information they're putting out on the official channel. I'm interested. We're going to do some reactionary content right out the bat. So let's check it out.
Hey guys, welcome to Summoners War Chronicles. In this video, I will give you guys my 5 personal tips so you can crush the early game. Tip number 1, the classes. When you first start a game, you will have to choose which class you want to play immediately. And to many people, that is already one of the biggest choices they have to make in the game. But don't worry, if you don't like the one that you're playing, you can change to another summoner very easily. All 3 classes will belong in the same account and share the same inventory. The only thing they don't share is the...
I like the editing. It's very engaging. It's very fluid. Boy Buddha needs to step up his game.
weapon inventory, but you will keep all the monster and runes from one class to the other. You will have to go through the main story once again, but that is actually a bonus. Imagine you can get all the reward from early game once again in a new class. There's an event in the game that will encourage you to play all 3, level them up, and you will get all the different rewards from the main quest once again with a different class. I think right now the meta class is going to be the tank, my boy Cleve, but that might change in the future when all the RBR main start getting...
So we talked about this in the podcast that I did, State of the Game, with Kyger and Topher Smurf, about what to consider Cleef, right? Because Kiger threw out that he thought Cleef might be more of a warrior, but if Sean B is coming through calling Cleef a tank, and he's distributing information directly from Com to us, it sounds like they want Cleef to be the tank, which is kind of how I saw him as when we first started playing.
Stronger. I'm not sure how far that defense buff gonna hold. Tip number 2, the story missions. When you go into the game, you'll be going.
So see how, like, when they do their little flash up, they also make the text move. That is a very, very common practice and almost a standard you have to do now with your editing. But it takes so long, guys. It takes so long.
Through the main quest and the side quest, and the game make it very simple for you to auto through most of the quests in the game. There'll be some manual gameplay for you to experience the dungeon firsthand, but most of the quests will be auto. You to experience to auto through most. Game make it very simple for you to auto. Make it very simple for you to auto through most of the quests in the game. There'll be some manual gameplay for you to experience the dungeon firsthand, but most of the quests will be auto. So you can play the game when you're having a break at work or school, or you can let the game play for you while you watch this video right now. There's so many rewards waiting for you in the main quest and the side quest, and one of the biggest thing in the early game is the Guard Journal. It is the book icon you can see in the top left corner of the screen, or when you go to the main menu, it is in the lower left of the screen. You want to clear all the available mission in the Guard Journal. They even have monster story to give you free monster and the resources to level them up. There's also the area dungeon, which is one of the most amazing things about this game, because evolving monster in the game is very costly because you don't have enough rainbow mon. But the area dungeon will give you a lot of rainbow mon to evolve your monster, and slowly when you finish the main story, suddenly you're all geared up with 5-star hero or even legendary gear. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the main story, the side story, and remember to finish your Guard Journal. Tip number 3, the dailies. So you're going through the story right now, but you're stuck. There's a wall. You notice you can do different dungeon, the path of growth, to further strengthen your character, and each dungeon actually has a daily limit of how many
The daily grinds. That's what we're working on right now, Sean.
times you can enter the dungeon. You get 6 entry in the path of growth, 3 entry in the Kairos dungeon. Each day there'll be different bonuses in different area in the path of growth. So go for the stage that has different bonuses to get better drop. That means more chances for monster pieces in path of training, and better runes in the path of adventure, or better weapon in the subjugation. Don't use your path of growth ticket before you reach a high level in path of growth, because you want to keep these tickets when you finally reach the end stage of a certain dungeon. So you can use all the tickets in the hardest difficulty. So remember to always clear your path of growth and Kairos dungeon. Another thing will be the daily mission. They'll give you a lot of rewards in there as well. So remember to clear the daily mission too. One thing that I completely missed in the early game is when you go to the main town of any town, you will find the exploration captain. And here you can send your unit to exploration. You can still use them during combat missions, so don't worry too much about it, but you will get many different resources. It is a very good way to passively get more material, because gathering or mining in this game is one of the most tedious things you have to do. Nobody likes going around hitting rocks or chopping trees or getting mango.
I like how that statement is made in an official Summoners War Chronicles video. Sean B just called out that people do not like the material gathering process. It's tedious. And that's in an officially posted video. I really do enjoy that. I mean...
But the monster can do it passively for you. So remember to let them do it. Tip number 4, the 3-star unit. The good thing about Summoners War Chronicles compared to other game is that the 3-star characters can be awakened and achieve the max level same as the 5-star character. And they are also very useful. Some monsters are actually designed specifically to help you clear a certain dungeon. And in this game, there's a way to restore all the material that you have invested into one character. You can restore all the material you can invest into a 3-star character to build a 5-star character. But the 3-star characters are...
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I think if any player who is needing to restore 3 stars to build a 4-star is questioning whether they should do that, they probably don't have the restoration. They're probably free-to-play budget players, right? They don't have the restoration tokens to be doing all that. At least I don't. So, I don't know, red flags to me. But again, I have a much different perspective than maybe the one where this is coming from. Because I think restoration tokens are much more available to players who buy packs, season passes. I don't know, actually. I don't actually know what restoration token income is like for the pay players.
Really, really good. So give the 3-star character a try, because they're really good and they're much easier to build. Tip number 5, don't overinvest. You'll get a lot of equipment, runes from all the main quests and the side quests. You might be very eager to max them out, but let me tell you, they'll keep giving you new equipment, new runes every other quest. So don't overcommit in a rune or a weapon too early on, because these resources you spend on these equipment, they might not come back in the future. And when you need the resources to build up all these 5-star, 6-star equipment and runes, you will miss the thing that you invested in the early game. So don't overinvest into any equipment early on. Just do very minor upgrade until you can actually beat the boss or beat the dungeon, and then move on, because you will get stronger equipment very, very soon. The same goes for don't overinvest into many different characters. Even though the 3-star characters can be very easy to build, but if you overinvest into too many characters, you will find yourself lacking the breath of life, which is pretty much the core resources in every single aspect of monster training. I would suggest building only 3 characters in the early game, but don't overinvest into too many projects, because you feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna build this, I'm gonna build that, and then you run out of breath of life and you run out of all the other EXP potion. And that's my 5 beginner tips for Summoners War Chronicles. If you enjoyed this video, look out for the next one. I'll be back for more tips and tricks. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.
It's a good video. It's a great video. It's sad. It's really sad. How did this channel amass 210,000 subscribers, and then their videos, their numbers are like this? I like how the top it's just Sean B. Like, this is tough. Okay, so that was 3 weeks ago. 5 tips for beginners. But now he posted 5 things I wish I knew. So now let's check this one out.
Hey guys, welcome back to Summoners Chronicles. In today's video, I have 5 new extra tips just for you that's going to help you a lot in progression. Let's jump right into it. By instinct, you would think that percentage runes are always better, but not in Summoners Chronicles. For the 3-star unit, which you'll be using like Konamiya, Shannon, or any other 3-star that you might be using, flat stat rune is actually better because the base stat of the 3-star unit are not exactly amazing. So when you come across an HP or defense rune that is not percentage, it is still very usable for 3-star monster, especially when you have good substat like percentage HP or accuracy or defense, or for damage dealer, it has crit rate and crit damage. Because I'm a Summoners Sky Arena player, I saw flat stat, I sold them immediately until I realized the flat ones are actually not bad. You can increase your account level very, very fast by leveling up all your monster. You don't have to evolve them, you don't have to awaken them, just by simply maxing out the level, especially the 5-star that you don't use can increase your account level really, really
So
fast.
This video was posted 7 days ago. I know a lot of other content creators that already have made videos about this information.
Improve your account power level. Choosing the monster attack or monster defense skill tree is actually super useful. Each level can increase your account power level by 1,000, and that is quite a lot for a new player. Account level will help you to gain the bonus damage in all the dungeon. You don't want to get the penalty when you go into a dungeon with low power level. This is the amount that you get from maxing out a 4-star. This is the amount that you get from maxing out a 5-star. And you will come across many 5-star that you don't use at the moment. Just by increasing the level, you also increase your account EXP by a hell lot. And if you do your path of training every day, don't worry, you'll not run out of material. Of course, this is what you do after you max out all the unit that you're actually using. Then when you have a lot of material lying around not being used, time to pump the material into the unit that you don't actually use. It is very important to always do your arena. In Summoners Chronicles, it is very easy to clear your arena entries, and you should always clear your arena entries. And the most important thing is to set your defense as weak as possible. That will allow your rank to always stay not too high, so you can always get easy enemies to clear very, very quickly. You can also go to your battle record, turn off the attack history, and start revenging people as well. That will allow you to clear your arena entries very, very fast. And always go to the arena shop and buy the monster pieces as well as the Devilmon. I personally would not buy Scroll because Scroll is RNG reward. But
So you think they're maybe just like the actual companies, they don't really pay attention to the content that's already out there. They're just kind of going at their own pace, at their own schedule, maybe.
You buy the Devilmon, the Rainbowmon, the Breath of Life, that will give you a lot more progression. So just by doing arena every single day diligently, you're getting so many important resources.
No, Bliss. Sean B is sponsored by Summoners War Chronicles. So no, I'm sure they're giving him either funds to pump an account, or he's doing it just because he supports the game and he has some kind of deal with them directly.
In the game. To awaken a monster at level 10 and level 15, you will need the same copy of the monster. So keep those around and never use the monster pieces for evolve. It is a huge waste because you can always get more Rainbowmon via many different resources in the game, especially the area quest dungeon. In here, you get so many Rainbowmon that you can build many monsters. So never use a monster piece for evolve. Always keep the monster piece for either awaken or skill up. In Summoners Sky Arena, you have the tendency to evolve with the same copy to increase the skill level as well. But in this game, you actually cannot do that. When you evolve with the same copy, you don't get any extra skill levels. This is what I am personally working on as well. I realize profession is so important because you can craft so many different valuable progression items in the alchemy. And there's so many things you can craft in the cooking and blacksmithing as well. So profession will give you a lot of good items.
So you're going to talk about the cooking.
And that is my next goal in the game personally, is to work on my profession. It is one of the most tedious things to do in the game, but working on the profession is absolutely amazing. Not only it give you good items to progress, you can also sell the item in the exchange center. Whales, they don't like to waste their time doing profession, so they will buy the stuff from you. So you grind your profession, you craft item, you spend your time, you will get rich in the exchange center. You should leave your account run farm overnight and
Sounds like Sean B didn't tell him about the cooking materials from the guild shop. That would have been so important to talk about when you're looking at professions.
The area that you can actually farm doesn't make a huge difference. You don't have to use the repeated quest. You can just press the auto button and they'll just start attacking. Of course, you want to auto at an area where you don't have to really use any resources, and the healer in your party can actually keep the team alive, and you are good to go because you actually want to farm a very important thing that you can only kind of farm when you leave the thing to overnight, and it's very, very easy. And that's going to be the magic core. So you leave your team to farm overnight, you'll gain a lot of magic core. And this will allow you to craft different outfits, okay? And crafting outfit is actually very, very useful because it gives you stats, which means power level. It's not just to look pretty, it is to also be stronger. So farming magic core is going to be important because each of these items require a lot of different magic core, and you want to craft these on the side when you can. So if you can leave the PC running overnight and it's not going to explode, then you definitely want to keep farming. And also, it will allow you to increase your account EXP. You want to get to level 60, okay? Some quests can actually unlock when you get higher levels, and also getting higher levels mean more stats, more skill, more power level, all that good stuff. And that's pretty much it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys.
Also, it helps you work on your monster book, which I think is almost a more important reason to do that auto farm. But again, it's all opinions. It's a good video. But again, like, I don't know. Either they are aware of other content that's out there, and they're just kind of taking information from those videos and packing them into these videos that they can produce on their own, or they're completely oblivious. So that's why they're posting this information so much later than other creators that have already talked about it. But all I'm thinking is, man, how nice it would be to be officially sponsored by the company you're playing a game for, because sounds like exactly what I need. But it's just not in the cards. It's just not in the cards this time around, so whatever. He's a championship competitor in Sky Arena. He was part of the EU bracket back then, if I recall. Yes, I know. I've seen his Sky Arena content, and it's good. He's funny. He's entertaining. He's charismatic. He's a cool dude. But yeah, I'm trying to put the numbers together in my head, like how this game just, the channel has 210,000 subscribers. Like that's, but the numbers they're getting on their videos don't reflect that. Don't reflect that at all. The numbers that they're getting on their videos are leaning towards bot subscribers. Oh, John, too kind. You're too kind. Regardless, it's a dog-eat-dog game in this YouTube space, so all I can do is say congratulations. One day, Bobo will be running a real production here. I'll have editors, so I don't gotta do it all myself. Have some companies that want to back me, so I can produce the content. Until then, we're just gonna game together and have a jolly old time. Daily grinds. What do? We work on our grinds daily. So, secret dungeon resets in 24 minutes. I have 7 of these, so this is not happening immediately. So we're jumping straight into Kairos, and we're gonna go like this. We're just gonna burst this thing down real quick, like that team that you just saw is what I'm using to go through Tower of Ascension right now. Seems to be working really nice, especially with Cassie still being able to pierce through invincibility shields, which actually is more of an issue, I think, in Tower of Ascension hard. So, whatever. How are you guys doing today? What are you working on? Is everyone at work? People happy that it's Friday? I hope so. We're going to watch Naomi just blast this thing into the ground. Don't have a lot of debuffs, so maybe I can switching to blue here would be a little better. Okay. I think one of Cleef's biggest disadvantages between him and the other 2 characters is the ability to regenerate mana. His mana regen is really bad. Ooh, Bond's a welder, huh? That's actually really interesting. I randomly saw on YouTube some Reels content that shows this guy going around to these different welders in his shop or in a shop and saying, well, how much do you think you'd make an hour? And they look at their work and they're like, probably 28 an hour. And he's like, I'd pay that. And then it moves on to another guy. And you never know if he actually hires them or what's going on. Maybe you know Greed. Maybe you know this content I'm talking about. It can shed some light, but just like, okay. This guy's just bragging about their welding abilities, claiming an hourly rate, and that's it. It's got like hundreds of thousands of views. It's the beautiful thing about YouTube. There's just no like, you think someone hasn't made content around a certain subject, think again. It's probably out there. Just finished working out on your way back home, so you're just chilling while listening. I like that. Happy to be your background noise for the next 3 hours. And appreciate the support. We are on our coffee detox is the word that I was trying to think of yesterday and could not. So, strictly agua. Can you see the sleep in my eyes? How are the dark circles looking? They're pretty pronounced, y'all. Oof. But we need to let these intestines heal, I think. Well, does liquid go? Liquid doesn't go through the intestines. That sounds really weird, Buddha. It's mainly after the intestines that the acidity from the coffee does not agree with me in the stomach area and then in the exit portion. So, trying to get a bit of recovery there. We've kicked caffeine. I think the longest I've gone for when I took a break last time was like 3 weeks before I started again. So we'll see how long we can go this time. I know it's usually better to have an actual goal in mind, but I do not. We're going to turn the music off because good old Tear Glands, which is the dungeon I want to farm, does not have uncopyrighted music, copyright-free music. So here we go. Drink some tea, Noblesse says. Is tea better? Tea can give me some caffeine fix without the acidity of coffee. Is that confirmed? I thought it was the caffeine that made it just run through you. You're finally getting in the workspace now, so thanks. And the world, if now need welders more than ever, so the hour rate is pretty high. That's pretty fascinating. Yeah, I know. It's like people getting 20 to 30 an hour for like entry-level welders, I think. So I was like, dang. It's still acidic. That's what I thought. All right. I used Naomi. I used you. And I used you. And this team was like destroying this dungeon. Okay. So I did it. I think I did it off screen, but I did it. I'm gonna give you the good evasion set that we've got, and then you've got what you need. And boom. So we should be able to get through these 6 here. We're going to play a little tune, because why not? I'm just going to stick with the music that I know works. Stick with the music that I know I can get away with. Alright, today should be a good day. Getting through our daily stuff. I'm focused. I'm ready to go, even though I don't have the artificial energy that I'm used to. I'm ready for the day and see what it brings. Is this set to 4? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright, the damage, the debuffs have gone away. I know I would see, then we get like a load of debuffs here. And then Naomi should be able to go crazy a little bit, if we can get the mana. It wasn't really crazy. See, like, we're not dying. Naomi, get out of the way. Oh, not if that happens. I promise it worked. I promise this worked yesterday. I did it off screen. Am I doing weeklies on Mondays moving forward? I think that's a very good call. I think weeklies on Mondays is the move. Especially with our experience in Seal, with the Seal dungeon when we tried to run it 2 days ago. So yes. Naomi is going to die again because she's not doing... Okay, there we go. Thank you, Chloe, for actually doing what you do. And nope, okay. We got the shield. Yes. Down to that final 10% health. With no debuffs. Not good. Not good. Death. Okay, we've got the invincibility shield. Safe. Crack. Boom. Okay. Oh, legendary. If that's attack percentage, we're talking money. What's the elevator music? Oh. It's good music. It's good music. See, now I don't know which one is going to be copyright or not. This one says copyright free, so we're gonna see what it is. It's called La Da Da by Ryzen. Kaki is in the building. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Alright, I do like this run. This run is nice, right? This run. Oh, Lord. Naomi's dead. And that's not good at all. But we still got away with it because of the freaking lethal damage endure pop on Cleef. I am a big fan. I am a big fan of the change in how the endure activates on Cleef and on Theo. How it's upon lethal damage rather than like the 30% health threshold or whatever it was before this. I see it as a win. I think Tiger put it good. He said it's more of a side creep than like an actual nerf. And I think I agree with that. There were trade-offs to the change in the way Endure activates. The only thing that was an absolute nerf was taking it off of the dark weapon. But I can understand why. I can understand it. Someone just got eaten alive, and now I just got eaten alive. But we still have Naomi. Get out of the way! Oh my goodness gracious! Why doesn't she get out of the way? We're gonna see if we can manage this. I've got an ultimate coming up. Yuck. If Naomi got out of the circle, we wouldn't have issues like this. But like she just went into the circle and stood there. Really frustrating. Really frustrating. Sometimes the AI wants to be cool. Sometimes, most of the time, it's just butthole. You know what I'm actually going to switch to? I'm going to switch to green. Because I believe we can put electric shock on this thing. We got very lucky with that shield. Because if we can put electric shock, that counts as the DOT damage. And it gives us a little extra shield, so. Seems like a good little trade-off. Personally, turn off Chloe's skill too, since her AI is pretty good with pop and invincibility when you need it. I know, but I want the damage from Naomi. It's Naomi's S1 that deals all that damage. But... And I assume you mean her S1? Because her S2 is the invincibility. Oh, you refer to... I see. I don't call the basic attack the S1, right? I call this the basic attack. Yeah. I call this skill 1, skill 2. Because the basic attack doesn't have a cooldown. And so because I'm coming from Last Claudia, you start with the skills that have cooldowns. So, I understand. I understand now what you're talking about. I think I'm going to give her some awakens. Because why not? Give her the extra stats. We're going to die. Because Chloe died. I mean, Naomi died. So that's tough. I know everyone has their own terminology. We actually might do all right here, though. Survived. Definitely green cleaf for the dot damage with that electric shock. Really, really enjoying that right now. So now we've got a new little buff Naomi. I mean, not that it's gonna make the craziest impact. Just gave her some extra stats. There, she got out of the way. Is that so difficult? I think defense breaking would be really useful here. But I need Chloe for the heals. You're gonna get, oof, lucky invincibility. That's a good run right there. That's a good run. These monsters out here putting the hurt on us, Loveless says. You're not wrong. We got one more of these to do, and then those are some good Tear Glands runs. I mean, for my account, right? For my account, what I got working with, those auto 15s feel nice. Now we're going to check out these rooms, see if we got any keepers. Where is my electric shock, man? There it is. Get out of the... Naomi. You're gonna give me a heart attack, girl. Beautiful. We have some potential, and that's always nerve-wracking. What does it say? People are scared of success rather than failure in all actuality. I don't know if that's really true, but felt appropriate here. Rune. Let's look at him. So to start, not great substats. Not compared to this puppy, not great substats. Okay. 2, we got crit rate with attack speed, evasion, and HP evasion precision. Also not really what I'm looking for, and it's flat attack and defense percent. I didn't even look at the main stat, which is arguably more important for our slots 2, 4, and 6. Not arguably, it is. Number 3, we got 3 suckers here. Res attack speed accuracy, precision res accuracy, crit damage, defense percent, HP. That is tough, not good stuff. Looking at our 4, we have 2 potentials, crit rate, HP percent, yuck, and crit rate, but HP, attack speed, and defense. Undefinable, hello. Number 5, 0 slot 5s, and 6. Some big boys right here. We're going to check out the little ones down here first. HP percent, yuck. Defense flat, yuck. For crit damage, we have defense percent, and look at those substats. What a shame. Finally, HP percent. Well, for a defense scaling monster, this could be alright, but man, that is such a shame. If that was attack percent. If only. Good for a warrior. Yeah. Still does not feel good. Still does not feel good. Water Roads is in the house. Did we beat him last time? No, we never did number 4. I can't do this special expedition. I get absolutely destroyed by this. I don't know if there's a specific monster that's really helpful here, but it doesn't work for me. Why does this spider look like it has breast implants? It looks like it had surgery right there. I wonder if that's intentional. Let's see if we can beat Water Roads. I doubt we can. We have you. And we're excluding Watts. Whoa, we need to bring a Wind Knight. We have Bernard as a Wind Knight now. Let's see if we can we get... I mean, he doesn't debuff, which is what we mainly need. What did she have? The defense flipping? Yeah, but it wasn't consistent enough. It was not consistent enough when we did this. Efforts to build Brandia? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's why Tweaks recommended him or her, because she is pretty insane. She's pretty insane. Alright, we're gonna just go into this and see what happens. We're going to switch you to the water. I don't have super high hopes for this, I'm going to be honest. Because this guy, like, cleanses all of his buffs. So Naomi has proven to be... Oh. Naomi's DPS does not come through in this fight. And we got no heals. The DPS does not outweigh the heals. Just run Annabelle. No. Annabelle, Lizardman, and 1 DPS Fire Monster? Yeah, I tried, Kaki, and it sucked. I can show you. I can show you the results. It's not good. Alright. She just does not help here. Who was I running before? I think we were... What if I do a range? What if we do Cassie here? Kina post buff is so good, you can auto special expedition level 4 even with 60k power on her. That's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Shannon Naomi 1 wind healer. Level 3. Oh no, is it? That's not her flipper. Her S1 is her flipper, right? Yes. But she's dead. Okay, she does like no damage. And she's about to just... Oh, no, she evaded it. That's good. It's not good damage. Alright, level 3 it is. We're not going to spend too much time here. Expeditions are the bane of a free-to-play account's existence. I swear. At least for my brain, you know. You said Naomi, you run Shannon, Naomi, and a healer. Just do it. We'll try the special expedition after this just to see if we can get some successful runs, but I'm telling you, I tried what you proposed right there and just got destroyed. Cleef main is a struggle, clearly. Cleef main is continuously becoming a struggle because apparently there were more changes made in this update than I think we were expecting. There were more changes made, which does not help us at all. They're actually in the Discord. In my Discord, Dulio posted. Because he had mentioned that Korea in their patch notes posted more changes to Cleef that were nerfs. And then yesterday, he said, damn, they put the KR nerfs in for the summoners. Or buffs and nerfs, right? Because Orbia got a buff with a new spell shield attached to one of her skills. So for Cleef, if we're looking, we got a lot more than what we expected. So for his Tenacity Keeper, which gives him Endure upon lethal damage, condition change, when its HP is below 30% upon receiving lethal damage. Yeah, that's what it changed to. The Endure duration changed from 10 to 15 seconds to 7 to 10. And the activation cooldown went from 120 to 90 seconds to 150 to 120. Protection Shield is a skill. No, Protection Shield's a passive. Skill change. Decrease damage taken from bosses by 20% is what it was before. Wait, what? Wait. No, I'm not understanding this. Decrease damage taken from bosses by 20%. Decrease damage taken by team monsters from bosses by 10%. Increase mana by 1 with a 10% chance upon receiving an attack from bosses or enemy summoners. It doesn't say what in there changed from before. It just said what it all does now. Which I think we have those skills leveled up. Not Iron Shield. That's Tenacity Keeper. I'm trying to figure things out right. Oh yeah, Endure for 10 seconds. That's what it was. Yeah. So now the cooldown's more, the Endure is less. Protection Shield, is it that this one? Yes. I don't understand what changed here from before. Anyway, Confrontation increases damage dealt to provoked enemies no longer exists. This one. Now you only take less damage when an enemy is provoked, right? So that got changed. Lava Attack got its buff. Double Attack for all attributes switched to defense scaling rather than some of them were attack. So now they're all defense scaling. Fire Shield gives us that attack up. Light Speed. Increased damage dealt to provoked enemies went from 30 to 15. Yeah, damage dealt up 15%. This used to be 30. And Dark Double Attack, which I still don't understand. Dark Double Attack lost its Endure on Dark Blow. Yeah. That's what happened. So we got the KR changes along with our schedule changes that we knew about, which nerfed Cleef even more. So it's definitely rough out here. Super sad to be a Cleef main. You know, with a game that buffs and nerfs the way that they do, I think there's still hope that they can make Cleef better if there's enough people that are mad about this, mad about these changes, but it definitely sucks. Let's try level 3 Expedition, because I'm telling you, was not going well for me. There's no good weapon for Cleef in this fight. There's nothing that does kind of what you want, especially losing the Endure on Dark. If anything, maybe invincibility if we get lucky with an S3. And then Annabelle for her cleanse. We got to run Fire Lizard as our warrior. and Iselia is my only fire DPS. So now we're going to run it, and I'll show you how this goes. Spider's rough for Cleave. Orbia just burns it, Muffin Man says. Now says, don't worry, that's not a question anymore. They've been buffing and nerfing monsters in Sky Arena 8 years in. Meta always changing year-to-year basis. Yeah, and so it doesn't bother me too bad. It doesn't bother me too bad. My problem in this fight is that once those spiders come into play, the AI just starts going after whoever. And Cleef does a horrible job dealing AoE damage. Selly is not the worst at dealing AoE damage, but she's also not the best by any means. Annabelle, I don't get mana fast enough for Annabelle to be cleansing as often as I would like. We've got like a ton of spiders on the field right now, so my poison stacks are just absurd. Boom. We did get lucky. We were cleansed when she went to do that attack. We did get lucky there. We actually were out of range for the Annabelle cleanse. One more spider. Oh, Iseli is dead, so our DPS is completely gone. Annabelle's dead, and we're dead. So that's how my level 3 expeditions go. So level 2 it is later, because I'm not dealing with that frustration again. What's up, Cole? Kyger. As far as the Chronicles subscribers, you believe they got people to sub for an event early on, and people aren't likely to unsub? That's a lot of players to get subbed via an event for it to just not transfer to views at all. Like, those views are despicable. The game I was playing previous, Last Claudia, at 7,000 subscribers is getting triple the amount of views on respective videos. That is not okay. What's going on in Arena? It's from, take it from you. Always hopeful Sky Arena 2, but Lost Centurion Chronicles ain't it. Well, if people were looking for another turn-based game, yeah, that's not gonna happen here. Whoa, what? Let's find Tion. Load. Outer Plane from Smilegate is kind of close to Summoner's War. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with that. We have 56. We have 56 arena things to do. Oh, that's because of, what's it called? It's because of the Tower of Ascension. Man. This game is really underperforming, huh? I mean, I know it's also not in all of the countries that it's supposed to be in, but, like, damn. Preparing for Blue Protocol. Yeah, we've got a little bit to wait for that. We've definitely got a little bit to wait for that game. Okay, that's all we can do for today. I'm not wasting my time doing manual battles, so. Raid time. I'm doing Ruptures first. I'm going to do Ruptures first, because they suck. Ruptures suck. Let's go you. Let's go Bernard. Let's go Theo. Is full MMO? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If we're going to be doing the daily grinds, if this is going to become my long form content, then grinding things daily, playing things on a daily basis isn't such a bad thing. The tough part is becoming a streamer that people want to watch day to day. That's the tough part. It's on CBT now. People calling it Epic 7 2.0. Yeah, I'm just not a turn-based dude. Just got done playing Awakened Chaos Era. I'm not familiar with that game. Awakened Chaos Era. Turn-based mythical themed role-playing gacha game. Oh, yeah, I've seen this in the shop. They did an Attack on Titan collab. That's pretty dope. Turn-based sucks. What's going on? No one's running ruins? Jeez. Ah. Here we go. At least there's no free-to-play pay-to-win in CBT. What does CBT mean? Forgive my ignorance. Testing, everything will be wiped afterwards. Oh, closed beta testing. My bad. Good stuff. You're a whale just in case you think you were complaining about pay to win. What I am saying is that there's always very high traffic for what you need to know 5 days before Blue Protocol opens. Oh, for sure. Definitely. You get that info as a CBT player. Yes, that is very true. It's very lucrative when you can get invited to be a beta tester who then promotes a new game. That's definitely, I'd say, a goal that every gaming content creator should have in my particular genre. Let's go with Bastet. Konomiya, beautiful, apply, recruit, manage. I think we're fine with Green Cleaf. All right. Fire Pioneer, yeah. Fire Pioneer, I think, got a very significant buff. We were talking about him in the podcast yesterday, so congrats. All right. Well, your boy Buddha is now down to a glass of water. So I got the pipes going in my body. I'm going to put this on auto and take a little bathroom break. So, BRB. How we doing? Oh, good timing. Very nice. Don't like to see these. I desperately... How did our DPS do? Boy, Buddha. Desperately needed some complete Transcendence pieces. But it is what it is. Alright, we at least got one of our ruptures out of the way. So that's something I don't have to think about. Not that we were rewarded too well, but it is done. Now, we do the traditionals, yes. Let's set up our core team so that we can meet all of our power requirements. There it is. We've been stuck a little bit. We've been stuck at this 351, and actually the professions... We're getting so close. We're getting so close, y'all. Alright, we've got enough here. Let's make some zircons. So we got a good chunk to make after the exploration. And we can make 3 of them. We need 6, or I need 5. Did I get emeralds? No. Okay, so we need to get some more zircons and some more emeralds. Oh, hello. Should I? No, because I need them, right? Yeah. We definitely do, so. Let's go to exploration, get those guys sent out. We need emeralds and zircons. Emeralds, zircons. Don't forget. Keep me in check. Zircons and emeralds. Okay, so good. 2 different elements, which will definitely help. Ruptures. Funny when the whole team uses Bernard. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I have experienced that. It's a good time. We need to buy some stuffs. Let's hit the general merchant real quick. Thank you, John. And then we'll do just our little leaves that we get all the time. We love this part. I love this part. It's so much fun. So much fun. Now it was blue monsters, yes. Which is perfect, because I can just put everything back where they belong. Headache free. And that should be all we need. Easy. And then to the reds. Dang, I should have gone red. Ugh. Okay, now we know. Will I retain this information for the future? You guys probably know the answer to that. It's a rhetorical question. Okay. Explorations are out. Getting some hammers, getting some starfish, gonna get some money. Playtime. I haven't started opening these because I only have 80 and I just don't want to go one at a time. So that's good. Monsters don't have their runes anymore. Alright, so who all needs what they need? You're gonna need some for the upcoming raids. You're gonna need some. And that's it. That's all. Everyone's got what they need now. Beautiful. Guild contribution. So many red exclamation points. Look at that, we're at 350 now with Naomi. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I'm excited about that. And let's start it. Let's start it. See what time it is when we're done with our raids, because then we have options on different things I want to pursue. Maybe get alchemy. I think alchemy would be a good place to focus. I know that actually the explorations, but I can actually go focus on getting what I need for the ruby, for the red supreme one that we have to make. The red supreme gem that we have to make for it needs rubies and a different kind of red diamond, I think it is. So we can go focus that. So that's done and out of the way. We don't have to do another exploration quest. Should you max A15 Naomi? Is your only DPS after you reset Karambit? If you have the means to do it, Naomi's a great unit to have maxed. I think so. I think being able to bring her to most of your raids and hit those power requirements is just a bit of luxury that's nice to have. But it's not mandatory. And you gotta remember that she relies so heavily off of debuffs, which I mean, so does Argon. She's a good unit to have, man. And for the field bosses in the world, she's a good unit to have for sure. Foggy Prison. We already did that, so now we're just doing these. Can do this. Yeah, we can totally do that. Leaving. See you soon. Well, we got Noblesse's alt in the building. Noblesse's alt has better monsters than me. What world do we live in? Got another Nat 5 DPS, but only one copy, so max A9 lower team power. Yeah, until you get their skills up. Even A9 Nat 5s can get like up to pushing 80k with a good rune set and stuff. It's those base stats, man. Those base stats that Nat 5s have are just pretty nutty. Hope he doesn't snag any kills. The heals are a bit worrisome right now. But we got the job done. Easy. Easy. Very good. My question would be, what Nat 5 did you get? That's the question. Look at that. Dark Desert Queen. I have not seen that unit. I have not seen that unit. Well, the DPS isn't lovely. But it's getting the job done, so. Nice little 98 crit. We'll take it. Huahi, Wind Ifrit, Wind and Fire Valkyrie, Water Pirate Captain. I don't know who Huahi is. Is that the fire guy that you were talking about? No, you weren't talking about him. That was Cole. Other bombers, no need to mention. No. Bombers, I don't think we need to talk about. Alright, and now for the big boy. I'm gonna do the cleansing and the Bastet. Well, or no, look at Lou. Sorry, buddy. Lou's got the double. So, maybe we need to give some stuff to you, Dark Cowgirl. Just in case we want to, you know, swap real quick. I'm going to take care of cleanse. I'll take care of cleanse. So we can swap Bastet for Dark Cowgirl. And then I'll just let that Bastet do what it does. Fire Sky Dancer? Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with her kit. Whoa, that's really inconvenient placement. Holy cow. Got someone from Doubt to Us here. Shout out. This is a nice run. This is a really good run. That's really annoying. Cool. Doing good so far, y'all. Wahi in Sky Arena, she does multiple random hits to different units. It will dump on one unit if there's just one. Not sure what she does here. Yeah, me neither. Good. Some defense breaks on you. This is a very nice run so far, y'all. Very good run. GG's. That was nice. That was nice, easy, clear. Everyone knew what they were doing. Everyone had monsters that could keep up. Big fan. Another hero shield that I just don't care about. Very nice. That's a good time. That's a good time. Got little things in my mouth. Battle support. Okie dokie. Very good. Let's do that. And then we'll do one recharge. Can y'all get to 350.6k? Because I'm not even taking the chance if you can't. If Aurora wants to give you the chance, Jeha, I will give you the chance. So you better perform in front of our 15 people we have here. Let's talk in that game. Oh no, the DPS ain't looking too good. I'm also not contributing a lot to it, so I'm going with the safer option. We're not completely screwed right now, so that's okay. Let's go with Digit. Where you at? Okay, we're gonna wait until they get out of the fire. That was very nice. Jeha came and saved me. He said, sit your ass down, boy. Told you easy. Oh, Jeha. What a guy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're in a really, really bad position right now. I think he's got the cleanse, so we're chilling right now. So I'm just gonna provide the defense breaks. I did accidentally just hit Annabelle's cleanse. My thing did not work just then. It's just super slow. Like, it's working, it's just super slow. Ooh, that's because of me. I need to figure out how to get better. I need better DPS on my monsters. That's not good. Annabelle did. Well. Just went downhill real quick. Went downhill real quick. That wasn't a good look. Okay. I think I have a change I want to do. Because I need to help a lot more in the DPS department. So I think I want to run. For the nuking part, I need to change from Theo to Naomi. I need to go from Theo to Naomi. My Theo is not performing. Yeah, I had Cassie on the team. My Cassie doesn't deal good damage. And that's only for the penetration part. Oh yeah, I mean we don't need Frank. We've got Digit. The ads aren't a problem. Right there it was that we just didn't deal the damage, and then we weren't getting cleansed at all. So we've got Bastet, right? Someone else had a Bastet. So I'm going to go like this. We're going to get Cassie. And then we're going to swap Theo. My DPS is still so low. Look at how slow this is. When the dragon attacks, I just get really nervous, if I'm being honest. What 8 is Crow here? He was 3 stars only in Sky Arena. I'm not sure. I think he's a 4-star. Alright, I need y'all to get in a good position here, please. Dude. What in the hell? That was so close. I wasn't even looking at cleansing. That was my bad. Like, no damage. Gonna get it. We're not gonna deal enough. Helps more the dragons falling. Typically go ham with crow. Wow, we got it done, but that was sloppy. I need my Cassie to be better. I need Cassie to deal more damage. I don't think I'm helping at all in those DPS parts. Could get her to A10. Actually, no I can't, because I don't have enough essences. Y'all are talking about Sky Arena in the chat right now. Also, her skills. Her skills are not maxed out. Forgot that. No, I'd rather save it for the A10. I'm gonna get her to A10. I'm gonna do it. Just screw it. Or A6, because that's all I can manage right now. It's gonna take a lot more than 8 runs to get this girl to A10. Played a little Sky Arena yesterday and forgot how broken Riley is. Do we have Riley in this game yet? No, you're fine. Guys, keep the chat going. It's good for the algo. Chat's going. Spread your stats on your runes as free-to-play booze. Read back suggestions above. Just a suggestion. It's how we rune in Sky Arena, and as much as you guys say it's different, it's not. Reposting for boons. Yes, please. Don't spread my stats. I don't know what that means. Rage Blade should be ideal. It's free to play with attack percent, crit damage, and attack percent. Same for substats. Need to do more damage on crit. Need to do more damage and crit on Theo. Drop the accuracy. That should be endgame stuff. Focus on top 2 or 3 stats as free to play before aiming for better runes that can give more. Gotcha. Well, here's the thing. Pre-revamp of my Rage Blade rune set, the set I have, Theo, dealt way more damage. And yes, I promise I did test it. You might have been there when I tested it. So if maybe I need to take a look at what stats I have on my runes right now, the problem is the actual quality of runes that I have. Because that's my biggest hurdle. So if we look at his stat spread, yeah, the crit damage is the problem. For sure. I can acknowledge that. So then we need to take a look at what we need to do a little revamp here. We'll do a little revamp. If I throw the crit damage set on Theo, let's see what his stats become. Yeah. Because now I do have a new Rage Blade rune set that is a lot better than the old one. Gives huge base stats. Forget the pony. The pony. All right. Crit rate, crit damage. So 60% crit rate. Almost 200% crit damage. Oh, the Spires of Ascension. Yeah, I've pretty much gone a lot. I've gone... Let's see if we can get... Do we have anything? Okay, well. Look at this. Hold the phone. 2 crit damage. With an S1 attack percent and flat attack. You can fill those up with crit rate enhancements. See how this goes. Of course it goes to res first because that's my luck. And second because that's also my luck. And third because that's my luck. This is going in the garbage. That was infuriating. Anyway, here's another one. We have a crit rate. But no, I think I want crit damage. This has crit rate on it. So let's just see. HP, crit rate, and defense. One on each. And res! Is this not the exact same thing I'm running basically then? Without the evasion. Great. Flat attack, HP, crit rate, HP percent. Yeah, it's 1% difference and we lose evasion and accuracy. So no. HP percent, defense percent, HP defense, HP attack. HP percent, defense percent, attack percent. But we would lose crit damage. $88,440, 88,719. So it's a little bit of an increase. This has attack percent and crit rate on it. But now we need to swap. Man, this has a nice crit damage on it. Now, okay, well now we need to swap this actually. Defense percent, attack percent, and crit rate, but they're both C class. So that kind of sucks. But we might be able to salvage something from that. Here's another attack percent with an S1 crit rate. Okay. Let's take some chances. Defense. Crit rate. Precision. HP. It's better. %68.9% crit rate, crit damage, we're just going to call it 175. This has crit damage, crit rate on it. And this is my only nice one. But it all went to precision, which just sucks. Okay. Let's see what happened. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, how much did it change? So now we dropped 5,000 power. $5,000 power. Yeah, Chris, I haven't fought the bosses because I couldn't even beat the, what's it called? It's a lot of accuracy. I could not beat, I want to just pump like crit damage books into these. That's what I want to do with this set. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's how we're going to make up for crit damage, because screw that. And we lost a ton of crit damage when we look at Naomi. Or no, but not a ton. But I'm pretty sure this was almost at 2. This was over 200. Now it's not. So, and now we're using. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, y'all. It's not gonna work here. There we go, 200. But now, do we have... Yeah, okay. Okay, that's the crit set. Theo's got his... secondary important stats only, which impact your experience as a whole already. Yeah, we're gonna try and just make up some crit damage through books and whatnot. That's how we're gonna make up. Cause I need the team power. Evasion. Accuracy. Crit rate. Don't need that. I need crit damage. Monster crit rate. That's attack speed, attack speed. That's just flat attack. What does crit damage look like? I don't have one, do I? Example, you have 100 crit rate, 250 crit damage, but only 2900 attack. Still low on power level. Yeah, I get what I get the hypotheticals, but like you'd have to tell me what, because the change, there's no change in the base stats between these. We're still 39, 26, 19, 39, 28, 22. So it's a lot of freaking power to lose. Okay, what does the crit damage look like? I can't see it. I'm not allowed to see it. I really want to throw some crit damage stuff on this rune right here. The crit damage difference is big. It's like 100%. But I'm not gonna go into a dungeon and then swap runes and monsters. It's too much, bro. But I'm also critting 30% less of the time here. I'm critting 30% less of the time. 80 crit rate is much crit damage and attack. Crit rate is almost a non-factor for Naomi with her passive. Crit rate and Naomi are not even in this discussion, Kyger. No need to fret about that. Regardless, I don't have a set that gets me to 350,000 besides this one currently. I mean, okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens. I'll swap runes. I will swap runes. Just for the purpose of this experiment. Chris, to my understanding, no, I have not heard a single veteran say bombs are viable. If it gave 80% crit rate. Yeah, that's a big if. Oh, their auto-equip function is horrendous, Cocky, from what I've seen. So, no, I'm not interested in doing that. We're going to try it. We're going to swap runes. What is this? Can't quite get to 350, huh? This run seems like a waste of time. Yeah, yeah, well, still, Kyger. Okay, I'll take the comment. Alright. I wish they would come a little closer to me. Stinks that you can't see like individual. Oh my gosh, I am doing skill activations at the worst possible time. The fact that we're getting this far is not a good sign to me. The fact that we got to 50% on that is just not a great sign to me. Whoa, Riga PD, what are you doing, Summy? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? Nah, fam. Yup. Runes are no doubt a stressor, for sure. Especially when you make changes and then it just takes you back a few steps. And then I know what I could have to make it better, but I don't have it. So then it's like, where do I even go get it? And then I'm just like, fuck this game. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna do it anyway. Highest substat level like in Sky Arena. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's maybe too complicated for me. It's just too much of a headache. Yeah, I was focused on support role, and then we died. So then I was trying to figure out something, you know. Because I know you can get through this stage. You can get through this stage. Oh, hello. I know you can get through this stage even if it gets through one of these dragon roars. Good old decisions. It's also that you just need 3 players that know what they're doing. Okay, this, yeah, draw it away. Draw it away. There we go. Things are going all right. It's this next shield break that we'll see what happens. Did they remove? Okay, see, that was good. That's good. That gives me hope. We're really close to these fire pits right now. I don't like that. Nice. Okay. So we're chilling. We're all right. Listen, John, you did not waste anything, I promise. It's good stuff for me to know, you know, have in the back of my head. And think about in the future, so now we know that we tried. And I'm not going to, unless I somehow walk into God tier Rageblade runes, I'm going to substitute. I'm going to substitute the lack of good substats with crit damage enhancement stuff. And I'm going to keep my accuracy set on Theo because it puts him at my highest monster power so far. So I don't care. Anyway. What do we do now? We did it. We did our little thingamajiggy. I don't feel like taking on Seal with how frustrating that just was. Why is this reset? I have not touched Battlefield in over 7 days. I have not touched Brawl Arena since they made the changes. Ay, ay, ay. See if we can get some easy farms. Might as well just do this, right? Because it's the most power I can get. It's a mini WoW. We need some to play support instead of everyone playing selfish teams that don't synergize, to be honest. Yeah, there's definitely roles that need to be fulfilled in these dungeons, or at least mechanics that need to be dealt with accordingly. So if you don't have the proper stuff for it, you get whooped on. And it's in your best interest to have at least one person who is like damage central for those shield breaks. So you just gotta get lucky. That's why people love their pickup groups, because there's a factor of luck involved. Anyway, we did it. We're gonna do some Trial of Ascension because we're pushing it. There's a Devilmon at the top, and I need some casual, easy content for my brain right now because I'm just kind of annoyed. If you couldn't tell, I'm also caffeine deprived. There's a lot going on. Thought you have to pick up group from last week. Remember a stream when someone asking me to join them? I don't recall. I do not recall. Let's actually look at Theo's numbers. Let's watch his numbers. I mean, what are other people's Theos hitting? Well, we're also fighting fire weak mons. We're fighting fire mons, so that's helping with the damage for sure. Like, I've never seen what what's a proper amount of damage output for Theopolis? Ah, yes. Kyger was asking if I needed to do some raids. Tweaks has also asked if we needed to do raids in the past. Noblesse has also someone we run with often. Yeah, I don't know. Nice, Kairos pumping out some content. Yeah, I've definitely been on my lazy wave. Making content for this game. I don't know. I discourage myself easily, especially when I look at info that's already out there. It's just kind of the simple, it's the simple rule of supply and demand that tells me what I should put my efforts towards and whatnot. Storyteller, the Korean server YouTuber, slammed people for tier list this morning, and it was funny. I know in every single video that I said every single video. I'm such an exaggerator. He was dropping videos like what good monsters to use in specific elements. And he, like, his first disclaimer was like, if they don't have the monster themselves and use them, do not listen to them. So, I agree with that. I totally agree with it, because it's just, it's simply a ploy for clicks and views. So as a content creator, you can't hate the player. You have to hate the game. And people are going to click tier list if they see someone who looks like they know what they're talking about. And they're going to watch it, and many people will get persuaded. Like, yeah, LDs. I mean, that's the crazy part. Even pay to play players can't really talk about LDs because they're so difficult to get. Kaki's stuck at 350k. Yeah, 350 is pretty good. But the next one you got to get to is 390. I think a big part of getting to 390 is just honing the team that you currently have at your highest. So getting their awakening levels up. Getting to alchemy 6 so you can pump your summoner full of skills from skill books that you can now craft. Obviously working on the spires in order to get that team bonus. That's how you start inching towards that 400k power. Yeah, Kyger's over there with 460k power. I mean, I've got a bunch of skill ups I still need to get on Annabelle. So I know that's a lot of power that's kind of waiting for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know that every single skill up's about 1300, so I'm looking at 10,000 power just getting her skills up, which will be nice. Of course, Awakening. I don't even have her at A10 because I've never pulled a duplicate over. So that's another 1300 power. Outfits are huge, got most of them so far. One thing to note, doesn't reflect the power anywhere until they are on your team. Until they are in your team. I don't understand. outfits of the different summoners stack. Oh, that would be insane. Say a unit is 80k power, but once it's in your 3-unit lineup, it gets the power boost. Gotcha. That does make sense. I've noticed that. I've noticed that I'm looking at a unit that has, like, lower power than when I put them on the team and then they're, like, ready to go into a dungeon. And I'm not talking about with the element bonus. Outfit for each unit? Oh, Kyger, you're talking about something that I don't understand. Okay. Bonus scroll stage. Don't worry, Cocky. I'm not. I'm not. You think I can do the Naraka dungeon, but I don't know about my 10 tower floors every every run? Come on. What faith do y'all have in me? Yeah, clearly. First time you auto run from 1 till 100%, or 100%, 100 plus, yeah. Yep, I think I'm not a fan at all of, like, if you don't use it, you lose it. I think that it should stockpile. So, like, if you have the ability to auto run from 1 to 100, you shouldn't get punished for that, you know? Then it should just give you a stock of 1 run to jump into that summon scroll stage. I don't see the point of artificially limiting and, like, punishing you for being good at the game, you know? Like, I genuinely don't see a reason. Like, oh, keeps you on your toes, keeps you active. No, that's not why we're playing this game. So that we have to babysit this freaking tower. Making small changes for the better, which is nice. Right. So then you'd have to do 20... You'd have to do 10, do your dungeon, 10, do your dungeon, and then wait an entire day, and then do that repeated until you're done. So what would that take technically? To do both towers, it would take 20 days if you want to take advantage of those special rooms. You always gotta wonder what the thought process is behind some of these structural decisions, because I can't come to a conclusion that makes sense. I can't find reasoning that makes sense. Slam them all out in one day, but still, it's better, but it still feels bad to me. Because I have to sit here and babysit every 10 floors. I can't just... Because the problem is you clear 10 floors very quickly. So it's not like I can just set the game to play and then go do what I need to do for an extended amount of time. Because if I set it for auto running and I don't get back in time to stop it from doing an 11th floor, boom, that's an entire special rune that's just gone. Can't even autoplay to 100 in Sky Arena. They obviously didn't use reason. We can only do 10 stages per auto. Well, even then, I'd be fine with that. Like, just something. Even if there's some I don't have a word to follow up that. Even if there's a real reason why in the Come to Us heads they need to lock it, right? Like it's 10 and then you got to do it, and if you don't, you lose it. Even if they made it so I could set it for the auto floor completion feature to only go 10 floors and then stop, right? Like set a repeat counter, which they already have in the game with repeat quests. Whoa! She died. We already have that with repeat quests, so why can't that be included in the Tower of Ascension? Right? Like, right here. Why can't it just give me the option to choose how many floors I want to go up before it stops the repeat? These are the questions I have. Or if it just does it automatically. Exactly, John, exactly. Exactly. But I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. And we're back. Let's see what y'all are saying. Who else can you watch? Apart from Claytano, Sean B, Barcode, yes, he's another free-to-play content creator. Don't like talking about content creators, but Claytano has been putting out interesting information, I'll say. Look at Geiger with the drama. I don't watch Claytano enough to give a proper opinion on him. I know that he lives in a different bracket, I will say. He lives in a different tax bracket when it comes to SWC than I do. So for me, when the few videos I have seen of his, when I hear his opinions and how he plays the game, how he's able to progress, I'm just like, okay, me personally, I have to take this all with a grain of salt. Because some of these things are just so out of reach for what I can manage in a timely fashion that I gotta figure out the free-to-play pace on my own, essentially. Or I can watch Barcode, which I should do more often. You settled for YDCB and Jewel Bagel. Jew Bagel? In Sky Arena? Yeah. Is YDCB, there's a guy that made like a 23-hour beginner's guide for Sky Arena. That seemed a bit much for me. Naraka is fire, and you should always use water weapon. Ooh, that's a bad take, for sure. That's very interesting how he'd come to that conclusion. Oh, that's Jew Bagel? Dude, I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm slacking. You know, I thought my beginner guides for Last Claudia at 1 hour and 45 minutes was like too long. No one's going to watch this. And then I see his almost 24-hour beginner's guide has like almost 200. I don't know if it has almost 200, but it has over 100,000 views. I was like, what am I doing wrong? That's the guy running multiple accounts. Lord in heaven. Some people just have that good gaming chair, you know? That's all I know. That's all I can say. That sounds horrible. YDCB for whale funny content. You watch Jew Bagel for mixed stuff. But thanks. I feel guilty. I don't put out videos like I did, you know. It's just a different climate and I'm slow, right? And by the time I get the knowledge to understand and then feel somewhat confident of putting out a video on a certain topic, people are already on it. And then I see their videos and they have like almost no views. So then I'm just like, what would be the point? Because the market for viewership in this game has not been proven. So I could be Mr. Optimist and be like, oh, well, they're just looking for an entertaining man. And that's not how the world works. If people were looking for that, the content would have the traffic, but then you would see that there's just not a lot of engagement. So then it's like, well, this game's only officially available on mobile in 2 regions, essentially, right? North America and Korea. So maybe it will gain that traction since it's a Summoner's War title when it becomes available in more countries. But I feel like, I don't know, if it's not gonna kind of pop in North America, is that a possibility? That the traffic would come when it becomes more worldwide accessible? I know you don't even play Chronicles. That's how YDCB pulled in so many watchers from Singapore, Philippines, Indo, and Thai. Maybe after full global release. Buddha. If you play to have fun, people will enjoy watching. Game just came out. It's getting better every patch. And that's where I have landed, Chris. I enjoy these live streams. I feel that I learn better and I produce content that's fun while we do this. I look at how complex and intricate this game is, and to try and cover everything that I think would be essential in the way I did with my last couple videos that I attempted when I first posted, I don't see the return. I don't see the return. Especially when I also am trying to figure out things IRL behind the scenes. I mean, I basically played my hand when COVID first happened and used up all my time that I had to like dedicate 100% of my day to making videos. So. Here we are. Just doing it. Just live streaming, enjoying the game. I'm talking with you good folk. Dolphin nose. Gang gang, baby. It's that Migos song. I be reppin' gang gang, gang gang. Pull up with the gang gang, gang gang. I know, man. You have been a staple. You have been a rock for me in this new journey that we have undergone. Meanwhile, I'm like, damn, well, if I can't really innovate into a new game properly, should I just go back to like the last Claudia routine? Because I can secure at least the numbers that I had when I decided to switch. But then I'm like, that feels like I'm going backwards. Doesn't feel like a step forward. And I don't want to live like that. I want to always try to change and progress. And even if things don't work out, there's lessons to be learned in failures. So I cannot, I don't want to use the word cannot, because that in itself is self-limiting. Keeping up with both grinds, I don't see how I can make that work. I don't see how I can make that work. Favorite non-gacha video game? Favorite. You want to know what my honest answer is? The game that comes to mind when I think of like what I have been so immersed into and what I wish kept going on is a series called Infamous. That's the biggest one, Arkin. That's the biggest one. Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy XIV. I tried Final Fantasy XIV. That was not... did not hook me. It really was. It was. Everything about Infamous was just... the fact that you could go good or evil. The skills that you unlocked and then like using them. It was just gorgeous game. Yeah, the first one they never amounted. It was like a movie series. I don't feel like they ever amounted to how good the first one was with the second and then like the what's it called? This, I don't want to call it a spin-off, but I don't think it was called, was it called Infamous 3? I don't think so. They gave it a different name because it was different people. But, oh, and just the story behind Infamous, like, the plot twists. It was good story writing in that first game. The second one kind of screwed it up, in my opinion. But that first Infamous was just so good. Second Son was your favorite. Yeah, it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. Maybe because I was just such a Cole fan. I was such a Cole fan that it was already working against a lot for me. If I had to pick a second series, well, if I'm looking at series as a whole, Infamous is my favorite game of all time. Infamous 1. My favorite series are the Souls games, right? Oh goodness. That lack of caffeine is real, y'all. The Souls games, just works of art, all of them. Compared to every other game that's ever been in the world, they're true pieces of art. All in platinum, that's insane. Yeah, I was never dedicated that hardcore to it. How many more do we have to get here? 600, just under 600 points, 530? 530, no. 570 points. 570 points we need. Level up a monster. Can I do that? Who do I need to level up? I know I have a 5-star that I needed to level up. Was it Karambit? I thought it was Karambit. Maybe not. That does not give us a lot of points, huh? Clear Rupture 10 times. I have not done a single guild request in so long. Oh my gosh. And like, I can just do dispatching. Doesn't even need to be crazy. That's what I'm saying. This game might be too much for me, y'all. I need simplicity. All right. And now we can just go through the last 10. We don't got to worry about this stupid floor reset. Armored Core, I don't know what that is. Have I played Monster Hunter? I did try Monster Hunter Rise. And it was fun. But I couldn't get wrapped into it. Couldn't get roped into it. This is the first game I can say I truly got roped into after Last Cloudy. We tried a lot of other games. I mean, I did play Elden Ring. I liked Elden Ring a lot. But I couldn't keep it going. Never even finished the main story, which is quite sad. Tried like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. And then I was thinking about trying Scarlet Violet, but then I hated the whole crystal stupid battle thing. So that got dropped. What else did we try and play? I don't know what else we tried to play. It's always nice to be able to find that game. Do I stream yourself trying these games or not? I have in the past, Rapid. It used to all be on Twitch, but this year I think I'm gonna just stick to YouTube. I had the whole reasoning that, like, you know, it's good to be present on all these different social media platforms, but that only works when you have a transferable audience. And if anything taught me anything, it was that my Twitch stream, like, it was not transferable. Getting people to go from YouTube to Twitch, it was not a transferable audience. So I think I'm just gonna do variety mixed content on YouTube. Hated it too. Last you enjoyed was Mega Evolutions in X and Y. And the Mega Evolutions were controversial to me. When they came out, I thought that it was just a really... I had a whole reasoning? I had a whole idea for what I wish Mega Evolutions were. Like, I did not like the lore and the idea behind Mega Evolution. I didn't like it at all. Yeah, it just didn't. Was not a fan of Mega Evolution lore or not. Yeah. And then it made me upset that they didn't, like, give a Mega Evolution to every Pokemon. Like, if you're gonna start something as not unique, but like introducing Mega Evolutions to me is like a huge introduction to the game. So you better follow through with the whole thing. But no, they did it for some. Then they switched, and then what was next? Was it Sun and Moon? Where they did the Z moves, which I was just like, okay, this is stupid. Then it was the Alola variants, which might have been, was that also, was it Z, were region variants and Z moves introduced at the same time? Competitive Pokemon is a completely different game. Yeah, I watched a ton of competitive Pokemon back in X and Y. When X and Y first dropped and like Pokemon was huge on the internet, on YouTube specifically, Pokemon content, I was watching all that. Yeah, Sun and Moon. So then they like abandoned Mega Evolutions for the next series, and then it was about the Z moves, which only certain Pokemon had, and variants, regional variants. That was cool to me. I was not mad at the regional variants, because like, okay, there's a lot they can do with this, but at the same time I was like, they will never be able to give a regional variant Mega Evolution. They'll never, because they have all of these different things now, nothing will ever have everything. So like, and to be fair, I guess in the beginning, not every Pokemon evolved 3 times. Some evolved once, some didn't evolve at all, some evolved 3 times. But I don't know. It just got too diluted. The things that you were able to do in Pokemon just got too diluted for me. So. Oh, Terrace. Yeah. I don't even know how to say it, and I'm not even going to learn how to say it because it truly was just such a weird thing for me. Not a fan at all. Yeah, the crystal thing, Cody. You never even used it. So weird. You could, like, what? Change? Crystallize? Terrestrialize? You could change the element of the Pokemon? Is that what I understood? Or you could give it a specific element move? I don't know. Just so stupid. And the stupid little crystal thing that they put on its head. Not a fan. Not a fan. So unnecessary. It gives a new typing, yeah. That's from the latest installment, Scarlet and Violet. Some Pokemon you caught would have a different type if you terrorize. Terrorized. What is this freaking Beast Wars? Terrorize. So stupid. That's what I'm saying. They like have these ideas that the result of it actually could work, maybe, and could introduce a new layer to the battle system that is interesting. It's just their implementation has been garbage. Garbage. And with as much money as Pokemon makes, you would think quality is a standard. But yet every single new game that I've seen come out has just been criticized to death. You just finished Pokemon as a tradition. You kept it up longer than I could, man. You kept it up longer than I could. Gen 7 Sun Moon, Gen 8 Sword Shield, Gen 9 Scarlet Violet. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sword and Shield. Totally blacked that out of my head. Alright, come on. Let's get this Devilmon. And then we have all of Tower of Ascension hard to do. Ay, ay, ay. Best innovations they've made were the regional variants. Because, okay, on the other side of the world, an Eevee could look different. So my idea that I wanted, that I wished it could have been for, like, the Mega Evolutions, like, scrap Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolution, clearly just a marketing tactic. Like, Mega. Let's put the word Mega. The kids will love it. Okay. What I think they should have done is, if they wanted to introduce this new type of, like, one time per battle evolution to push a monster into a new level of power, I think they should have played off the lore of legendary Pokemon, right? I don't think legendary Pokemon should have been able to get this transformation. And I think it should have been called Legendary Evolution, right? And the whole idea behind it is that these trainers needed a way to battle these legendary Pokemon. So they had to form this bond with their main Mon, who then could transcend into this legendary evolution, and then they could compete with the legendary Pokemon, right? So it could essentially, a big thing in competitive Pokemon. So lore-wise, I thought that was cool. A big thing in Pokemon was that these legendary monsters were all getting banned from competitive leagues because legendary Pokemon just naturally have much crazier stats. So they hit way harder, they have all these cool unique mechanics. So it would make sense to be able to take these other monsters that aren't on legendary level, but then you can push it into competitively the legendary stats, right? So maybe in the game, when you start, you pick a monster, and maybe it's when you learn about legendary evolution, it auto picks your main monster, but basically you have to choose which monster you want to build up this gauge bar with. And then once you build up the gauge bar, you can legendary evolve with that Pokemon in battle. So there's a bit of, path to growth in order to get access to the legendary evolution, and maybe there's a certain way you do that, maybe just by battling with them, meeting a certain number of battles. I don't know. I thought that would have been a cool way to stick with what Pokemon already has going with it, and also be able to like make it all make sense and introduce a new competitive aspect. Chris, do I think Cleef's fire weapon is underrated? I don't know if I would consider it underrated at this point. I think it's pretty... Kyger's done a really good job at talking about why the fire Cleef is, the way to go if you want to deal damage with him. But at the same time, my Cleef, he performs so shit compared to my other monsters because I don't have a lot of skill ups on him. He's only level 64. That I can't actually, I can't give you, in theory maybe, but then I use him and he's just like, okay, it's like running a Icelia. It's like running a 3-star single target monster. Single target DPS monster. That's all Fire Cleef does for me. Absolute Zero back at it again. Good morning, afternoon. I am streaming. We're actually getting ready to jump off because it's 12:15 and we go for 3 hours in the morning. But yes, we're still with the grind. Mega Evolution was cool when they made the open world set in the past. Legends shouldn't have gotten that. So similar to Ash Greninja in the show, I guess. After the new buff in KR, the Fire Cleef is going to be used a lot. John, last stream of the week. I don't want to promise anything that I can't guarantee yet. But we're ending on a very awkward number. We're on day 19 because we missed this last Monday, with it being New Year's and me coming back from my hometown, getting back home, setting everything up. So Monday was missed. So you guys know I don't like ending on an awkward number. The tricky part is maneuvering Ladybug. So I'd have to convince her that it's worth doing. And I don't have a good way to convince her yet. But if I can, there may be a spontaneous day 20 stream before this week is technically over. Absolute Zero, too kind. Too kind with the words, man. We're trying to get to that status, Trying to get to that legendary YouTuber status. But it is a journey now. Mudblood! Fire weapon for Cleef gives attack buff now. It's kind of good. Yes. And we got 2 scrolls there. As Kyger pointed out, that level 1 attack buff is 50%. So it jumps a lot. But then they kind of countered it a little bit. Because then they changed all of his S2s to scale off of the defense. Like, it's all standard that they scale off of defense. Because fire weapon, the fire weapon in the past scaled off of attack with the S2. It didn't even scale off the defense, from what I remember. But now, all of Cleef's S2s scale off of defense, right? Still some attack, but now it's definitely weighted more heavily on the defense side. So, yeah, it's good, but it also doesn't convert the same in all of his... Oh, no, this is just straight attack. This is straight attack? This is straight attack. Oh, well, JK, let me just shut up. Yeah, this still... Okay, so no, it's still fine. It's still fine. It's still fine. It's still fine. That's good. Yeah, the attack up is really nice. But if he gave the attack up to the team, I think that would make... Like, Cleef... I don't know. Compared to everything Orbia offers, compared to everything Kina offers, in my opinion, Cleef sucks dick. Sucks dick. Defense and Ascension, you notice it all the way around on him? Really? Well, maybe I just need to get to... I've kind of stalemated with my summoner progression for a while now. I haven't been able to transcend. My freaking energies are just in the garbage. Obviously, my skill levels are dog water because I haven't used any of my freaking scrolls yet. Right? We got a lot of skill points waiting for us right here. So we should see a jump in Cleef's performance in the near future, I think. PvE, especially without the Endure Cheese, Rapid says, yeah, so... I don't know. I've been underwhelmed by Cleef for a while now. But what we did get, and how we can end the stream on some kind of bright note, because this one felt kind of anticlimactic, let's be honest. We got one Devilmon, so here you go, my darling. Take a little bit of that. I mean, I don't love it, but it is what it is. 67% rate defense down, so cool. And with that, guys, I'm gonna go get some food. The fire heal is nice. Oh, I didn't know that. XS3 nice, yes. Mudblood also has been making some videos. I caught one the other day, so I know, John, you were asking about Summoners War Chronicles content creators. And thank you guys for coming out. If I don't catch you for a surprise live stream before this week truly ends, it's always a good time hanging out with you. Thank you for coming out, showing support, and just discuss some stuff with your boy live. All the nonsensical entertainment is what I hope to provide. Make sure to like the live stream if you enjoyed it. And with all that being said, y'all know what we say: work hard, play hard. See you in the next one.